Stream of Hollowhardcore. I'm surprised we made it to stream number 10. So, I need scaffolding. I don't think we have enough scaffolding, so I'm going to go pick a direction at random and go find bamboo. So, just put these here. Well, actually, I may need wood for a boat. This stuff is actually all useful in building the mob farm, so I'm going to put it there. Let me just open my Twitch so I can watch the playback. Okay. Maybe I should make, like, I don't know. You know what I could do? I could journey towards the Swamp Explorer map, just to see if getting closer to it would get me closer to unlocking, or would get me closer to locating the place I need to be. Okay, we got like 10 scaffolding, but that's nowhere near enough. Not unless someone knows an uncrafting table or something. So, this is the Swamp Explorer map. This is north, we need to head that direction. And I'm gonna go craft up a boat as well. Actually, yeah, I'll bring this. Make myself a boat. And you know what I might as well do? I might as well bring one of... Oh, you know what? Okay. Might as well bring a bed. It's not like it's not like I'm gonna set a respawn point somewhere else. But yeah. Although, it may make sense for us to bring more food. Let me just, yeah, let me just go get what I need for a bunch of golden carrots. Okay. Now, no matter how far I go, I should be able to get my golden carrot. I should be able to get then back with the amount of golden carrots I have, I think. Also, I could get more durability on my wings, so that if I ever reach a high place, I can just jump down and glide. That'd be pretty useful. Actually, it might be very useful. Hold on. There we go. Doesn't have mending. This has mending. Okay, that's my pickaxe fully regenerated. And... yeah, I don't think there's too much else to do. Short of, I guess, just go exploring towards the swamp. And if at any point in this exploration we manage to find a jungle, that's good for us. So yeah. Oh, right. Home base is negative 500 slash 775 slash 1360. Oh my god. 6767. Those are the quads for my base. We're going to hunt down the witch farm, which is hopefully going to give us a little bit of a... is hopefully going to provide us with, well, a place we can make a witch farm, which is gunpowder, redstone, whole bunch of things. But namely, while I'm traveling in that direction, in the direction of warmer biomes, what I hope to uncover is... oh wow, I can still see that. I can still see the tower in the distance. Man, having a high render distance is crazy. Okay, but yeah. Hoping that when I travel there, I will eventually end up finding a set of warmer biomes. Because I think swamps and mangroves are on the warmer ends of biomes. They're not like desert mesa, but they are, I mean, warmer than regular biomes. So yeah. then we will, in fact, pass by the 2 ocean monuments that I eventually want to do something with. Maybe even set up, like, twin guardian farms, I don't know. I'm not getting much bigger, so I'm... probably a little ways off. This place might be almost as far away as the trial, sorry, as the, what's the one that goes in, I swear I know this. The Woodland Mansion. Yeah, I'm not as far away as, I'm probably not as far away as that one, but, you know, still pretty far. And in this general vicinity lay the 2 ocean monuments, the twin ocean monuments. There's one over here, and there's actually one, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's one over there in the distance. Yep, just within render. And I thought it'd be fun to, you know, make two spheres that connect with each other. Oh, and right over there's my end portal, incidentally. Okay, the dot is getting larger. That's great. So we can find a witch farm, and hopefully one of the adjacent biomes, or one of the biomes we will encounter on the way there, is a jungle biome. Now, I have realized a problem. And the problem is that I forgot to bring a fishing rod. Now, the reason that is a problem is because if you are in a jungle and there is no bamboo, you can still fish, and bamboo is one of the rare loot items on the jungle biome fishing table. So... So yeah, I'm kind of nerfing myself. Also, that is the most ancient city-looking mountain I have ever seen. I would bet my bottom dollar that somewhere under that mountain range lies an ancient city. Well, actually, no, never mind. I thought the mountain range would continue going up. I revoke my previous statement. If the mountain had gone up to maybe... They call it 70 blocks higher. If the mountain as a whole went 70 blocks higher, I would have assumed, yeah, it's a given. That's the kind of place in ancient city spawns, but no, I think there are taller mountains than that closer to us. Oh, good news though, we're bigger on the map. Oh, and there's new kinds of wolves. There's forest wolves. Also, in the event I fall into a hole like this, I gotta train myself to quick swap to my elytra and right click it on. Because that is actually a super handy way to avoid fall damage. And also, I should be seeking places of higher elevation, because the higher they are, the better the odds of me being able to just look down and spot, I don't know, a jungle. I'm on render distance 24, right? Yeah, okay. So we've got... Oh, wait, we're in a meadows biome. Whoops. One of the seasons of Calistria was in a meadows biome, actually. I think it may have been the most recent one, the one that wasn't, the one that I got the realm. That was fun. Fun times. We destroyed all 14 million blocks of spawn. Filled it up completely. And then, filled up all the water pockets with... I think I used, like... Actually, you know what? I hardly remember what I used. I used, like, sand from a sand duper. Filled up all the water pockets, and then... And then just used a TNT bomber to nuke the whole thing. Okay. Decent amount. Lodestones, I'll take them. I don't need 2 gold helmets. The obsidian might be useful actually, but nah. We have. Well, actually, is the obsidian going to be useful? Ask ourselves that realistically. Do we think it's going to be that useful to us? Oh, okay. We are close to discovering the swamp. But unfortunately, we have not discovered a hot biome. Okay, great. So we found the swamp. And hell, I think we even found the witch hut. Oh, I'm sorry, cat. But yeah, we we did a breaking and entering. We did not find too much of. Well, I mean, we found her. I made a mistake. Well, good place to be if we ever need frog lights. Ooh, actually, firefly bushes might go crazy. Can you bone meal them to grow more? If you can, I think it'd be pretty cool to make like a void floor that incorporates them heavily into the design. I'm gonna leave one so that in the event that I somehow lose everything that's in my inventory, like I accidentally compost all of it, we still have a little bit left. Okay, so um, 680, 63 space 3980, which well then I guess we just continue heading the direction we were heading. See if we can find a jungle. Oh, bamboo forest. I don't even need a jungle, honestly. Although, maybe I should continue heading in the direction of ooh, big mountain. Whoa. Whoa. Really big mountain. I was gonna say maybe I should continue heading in the direction where the swamp gets thicker, but actually, hold on. Acacia is right between the biomes in terms of like the heat map. I don't think I'm tripping or misremembering. Yeah. I'm confident that in terms of like temperature gradient, uh it's like it goes like swamp, mangrove, and then acacia, and then it starts with the hot biomes proper, like the jungle, like the hothouse biomes. And this is actually pretty good because there's a big sand mountain here. That's we can land on here and then we can walk around to there. Oh, we also got toidles. Oh, baby toidles. Wish I had silk touch. This would make farms a lot easier. But I can just do this. Um, 959 space 66 space 4351 turtles. Okay. So if I continue over there, it becomes like an acacia biome. If I continue over here, it becomes more of a wooded forest. So that means this direction. Oh, flower forest, I guess. That means this direction is one of the directions where it starts to get a little bit cooler in the grand scheme of things. I want to say like plains is like the temperature neutral biome, but yeah. Oh, hey, more firefly bushes. Don't mind if I do. And then acacia biome. Hmm. Oh, nuts. Looks like this is just an incredibly small acacia biome and there's like no jungle here. Okay, I see another ruin portal. I'm probably just gonna traipse along until I encounter it, and then steal some loot. Hmm. Soon enough, we may be able to make a portal back. Potentially. Oh man, this place will go crazy for like a cave base. 3, F2. Hmm. There's a village on that hill. So, I'm not sure where the temperature range of like sakura blossoms is, but I don't think we should be headed that way. We should be headed in the direction where the sheep, the cows, and the chickens all and pigs all occupy their like warm biome colors. Oh, this is nice. It is nice having these like sakura trees. Honestly, this would be a fun place for like a mega build. Fucking pests. Oh. You know what? Actually, way better. We've been traveling for 2 days and I don't see much. Haven't seen much biome. Well, actually, we were near some hot biomes a while ago. and they would that way, but I doubt like the global temperature gradient, like the global temperature differential is that stark. Man, we've encountered a lot of villages. Hold on. Let's go. Let's take that shit up to 32. Activate my observation hotkey. Yeah, there's like 3 villages within render. If I go like stand here, there's a village within render there, there, and one on the hill. And it wouldn't surprise me if I cross this hill and there's like one more right there. It's weird, we've encountered a lot of villages. That is a turn towards the colder biomes, so... Okay. Go away from the cold biomes when it starts to turn cold. Oh, dude, imagine if that was near spawn. That place would have been hella cool. Yeah, like mountains and then sakura blossoms directly below them. And then you've got that, which absolutely, I bet there's an ancient city somewhere below that range. But, of course, it is a mountain range, so we need to avoid it. Of course, then the forest gets a bit colder in that direction. So we're just going, I guess we're going in through this, like, valley. It reminds me of an area I know in America called the Driftless, and it's basically, what it is there was a ancient glacier that just broke through like a mountain range. So it's like mountain range going like parallel. Then there's like mountains on either side, but in the middle there's just this flat area of like completely flattened forest. It's like a super flat world. And yeah, that's the place called the Driftless. And yeah. I don't know why it's called the Driftless when it should have been called the Drifted. Or maybe maybe the Driftless is referencing like the areas around the drift. But yeah, I feel like this reminds me of a base I had on my old computer, which was it was like I think it was very much like this actually. It was like I think I got far enough that I made a slime farm, like I quarried out a whole chunk. And it was in a place sort of like this. There were 2 like massive mountains on either side, and then in the middle there was the Driftless. And then amidst the Driftless... Okay, I'm getting a little bit of stuttering now. Oh, actually it's not that bad. And I'd pay that. That is a price I would pay to see more of the world, honestly. Hmm. Oh man, day 111. We made it pretty far. I'm gonna celebrate when we make it to like day 1000. Oh yeah, see, sudden drop of like 20 frames per second. Probably owing to the world gen. When I have fireworks, we're gonna laugh at the lengths I've had to go to travel across the world. Or when I have a reliable source of fireworks, rather. I don't know why I'm grabbing lodestones. I don't it's unfunny how much I don't need them. Okay. Time for me to Hello Elsa. Welcome to stream. If you're selling anything, I'm not buying. I'm good. But I'd be better if people didn't, try and advertise their graphic design services in my stream, which is why I always hit people with the disclaimer, if you're selling, I'm not buying. Shit, that looks like an ice spikes biome. Ugh, fuck, we're gonna have to do an about face. Are we gonna have to... oh my god. It's a big ice spikes biome. Fuck me. Okay, that's taiga, so it gets colder over there. That's ice spikes, so it definitely gets colder over there. I guess this way is the only way to go. Only way that isn't like over a mountain range. I'm gonna put this. Oh, good thing that wasn't a long fall. I was putting a can of Mountain Dew away and, sorry, a can of Monster away. Let me just get my second can ready. Okay, so it's not a cold biome, but there should be a nice sweep. There should be a nice long bit of space. Hello? I'm confused too, man. Ooh. I don't want to go see what's in that. Also, yeah, hella villages in the same immediate vicinity. It's weird. Negative aura. Instant aura loss. Okay. Oh, I see something very high. Jesus, that's a huge mountain range. Is it huge warm, huge temperate, or huge medium? Oh. You know what? It's huge cold. It's huge cold, but that may be a function of its elevation. I see another swamp over there. And low-key, that swamp might be the closest we're gonna get to having to finding more warm biomes. So let's hope this... Is that a swamp? I genuinely can't tell if that's a swamp and just like I'm just like bad with my eyes, or if that is a... Yeah, okay, it's a swamp. It's a swamp that connects directly to a taiga though. So it's probably indicative of a medium to cold temperature transition. Hmm. Yep, hot biome or normal temperature biome coming through connects over there to a swamp. But if we can find a mangrove, or if we can find like a desert, or if we can find even a mangrove, I've already said mangrove. If we can find any warmer biomes like an acacia biome, that would help. And also, grab a few more of these lovely blocks. Sometimes I think I'm way too dependent on Monster Energy Ultra Zero to function. But on the upside, only 10 calories in a can. Of course, black coffee, if you can bring yourself to drink that, is only like 2 calories per cup. I feel like we're crossing old ground, like we've been here before. But no, we're 6,400 blocks out. There's no way that... no way. You know what? Mojang should just give up the ghost and start making sky islands. Like, full-on islands in the sky. Because, I mean, that's cool world gen and all, but, you know, could be huge. We could have huge sky islands. The shit a man's gotta do for a little bit of bamboo. I wonder if bamboo's available in places like this. It's probably only available in, like, warm ocean shipwrecks, right? Well, actually, what ocean biome are we in? It just says Minecraft Overworld. Hold on. Profiler TPS. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, we gotta head north. But yeah, this, we're probably in, like, just regular Minecraft ocean. What is profiler? Nope. 3, no need for ticks per second. F3, Q for help. How do I show biome? F3, F6. Ah, biome, Minecraft ocean. Okay, all I needed to know. But yeah, I think if I go to like a warm ocean and I start like digging through like finding a bunch of buried treasure, there's definitely a chance I'll find bamboo. Actually, I think it's quite a high chance. I remember bamboo being like there are some playthroughs where bamboo is just like trash loot, and there are some playthroughs where it's like, you know, like life saving. This is my wood farm. Okay, this is important. Actually, none of this is all that important, low key. Yeah, we'll put it here first, and then if we come back later and we've got free inventory space, fuck it, I guess we'll grab something. But yeah, Warm Ocean Ruins may be the way to go. If I can find a Warm Ocean, I'm just going to like ruins and shipwrecks and like looting them. That way I will probably not need to find a bamboo place. A bamboo biome. A bambiome, if you will. I'm always attracted to like the glowing spots in the ocean. Like the little parts of the ocean that are lit up brightly. Always of interest to me. Along with that ruined nether portal over there. What I think is more ocean ruins. Wait a second, that is a jungle. Hold the phone. Do we even still need to raid this one if I'm confident that there's a jungle right over there? Yeah, you know what? Okay. There's a jungle and a birch forest quite close together. Next stop, now that we found the jungle, let's go find Mew. How far away are we? Oh my god, we're pretty far from home. Ooh, that's a distance, all right. And the worst part is, okay, never mind. I see bamboo. I see bamboo. We have what we need. I was gonna say the worst part is, if there's no bamboo here, I'm gonna have to wait for night, kill a spider, and fish for like the entire stream. But that's okay. Is that a shipwreck? Sorry, that shipwreck is slightly more interesting than the bamboo, but I've realized it's probably more efficient to come on land, grab like a bamboo first. Oh, fuck it, let me grab as much as I can. Oh, ocelots. When you can't even say my name. It's not even the right character. What am I, invisible? When you can't even say my name. Okay. Oh, melons! Might actually be crazy good. I'm just gonna grab like a stack. You know what? We could go back home. We could make a melon farm. Melon farm plus bamboo farm would go crazy. When the air turns red with the loaded hesitation, no blame. But a voiceless crowd isn't backing down. Or have I become invisible? Invisible. Da, da, da. Invisible. Okay, but also, like if worse had come to absolute worst, I could have stood in this bit of. Oh my god, this is a lukewarm ocean. We can farm coral in a lukewarm ocean. Well, we need to like bone meal the ground. Hold on. Negative 974, 60 space 6473 lukewarm ocean coral farm question mark F2. And the air turns red, but the voiceless crowd isn't backing down. Or have I become invisible? Da, da, da. Invisible. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to. I'm kind of tempted to just end the stream early and listen to Invisible by Duran Duran on loop while I'm headed back. Like you know that if I'm back at home, I had to have reached there safely, but you don't know. On the off chance that it's something eventful, that my travel home leads me to something eventful, like I don't know. Let's say I'm just going back and I hit an ocean monument, or like I hit a um. I swear I know the name of this structure. A woodland mansion. I've forgotten the name of a woodland mansion twice this stream. But yeah, if I hit one of those, might be interesting. That drowned was just ignoring me like I was hard to see. Hmm. Actually worth having. Not gonna lie, I may just keep that one. You know what? Hold on. That saves me the trouble of having to get a mending rod. Oh, yikes. I can't get this stuff out without a hopper, and I can't get that without running the risk of, you know, not getting whatever's in that block. It may be good loot. It may be like... It may be a sniffer egg. Although, come to think of it, I've never used a sniffer before. And I see no reason why one would get a sniffer in Minecraft Hardcore. It's not like torch flowers are gonna increase my likelihood of survival. But you know what? There will come a point when we stop considering the pragmatics and we start considering the whimsy, the joy, the delight, and the whimsy that a creature could bring to my Minecraft world. And honestly, sniffers are pretty cool. They're pretty cute. They're these like little ankylosaur creatures. I fuck with them. I fucks with them heavy. What's the cheapest thing to replace? Oh, fuck. I know something that can't be replaced. My human life. Ooh. Okay, replace those. Yeah. One day, we'll come back with more stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm guessing it's like over there? Oh no. Wait, hold on. North. Okay, we need to head a little bit north and a little bit west. Northwest. And then hopefully we can grab a second Heart of the Sea, which is going to be very useful when we decide to start draining those ocean monuments. And building me like a vanity structure. Yeah. I'm gonna turn the whole ocean monument into a giant like 50-something block tall throne. And then sit my fat ass on top of it. Aura. How much aura would I gain from that? I feel like an Aiel from Wheel of Time talking about GA Toe, except instead of like gaining G or incurring Toe, I'm like, how much aura was that, lads? How much aura am I up, fellas? How much aura loss has my behavior incurred? Ooh, hold on. Need these. Probably more than... Actually, I don't need the Swamp Explorer map anymore. Okay. Great. Now the journey home, which is also a song by Dragon Force. Silent stairs for our last journey home. Okay, I've got the bamboo. Okay. I've got the coordinates for the coral farm, which means we can farm coral, which means we could get our hands around a TNT bombing machine. Or like a TNT tunnel bore, which would go crazy. Would go crazy for mining deep slate. I'm kind of tempted to do it now. Like, I'm kind of tempted to just go home, put all the stuff down, make a nether portal that will take me to the nether version of those coords, and then just, oh god, there was a jungle closer to us. Oh, that's disappointing. See, this is why you fly. But anyways, take us to that exact jungle coord. Oh, sorry, take us to those nether coords, and let me go ham with bone meal and a pickaxe. There's probably an automatic version, like you make a 5x5, and then you have, say, a bone meal dispenser, dispensing into a block, and it causes coral to grow on top of, like, I don't know, in a 5x5 area, and then you just get pushed back and forth by either pistons or water current, and you mine up all of it with a silk touch pick. And then, like, all of it floats up because they're full water blocks, and then it reaches a top level where it's like an angled water stream, and that water stream pushes it into like a catchment area. That's how I would build one. If you wanted to be very, very good, you could fill up a dispenser with bottles of enchanting, and then, you know, every so often, like a redstone timer goes off and it throws just enough bottles of enchanting on you to restore your pickaxe's durability, and it would be calibrated based on like the level of unbreaking you have, the level of, you know, like just that. Or you have like a spawner, and it uses filtration mechanisms. First of all, it will filter out all creepers, and then it'll just like kill them in lava. And then it'll use use the zombies, either its attraction to villagers or its attraction to you'll take advantage of either its attraction toward villagers, or you can take advantage of either the zombies' attraction to villagers or its attraction to turtle eggs, and then you can use that to bait the zombies out of somewhere. And then spiders, I'm not really sure what you do. Basically, okay, no, you drop all the skeletons and spiders into a 2x2, and then you have like a piston aligner pushing everything into the corner. So that way, it will suffocate the spiders, and then they'll just drop string. The string will probably get, I don't know, dumped and voided. Throw it into a cactus, and then it'll drop a bunch of skeletons onto the spot. And once that is done, why am I getting such lag in the jungle? That is insane. What is going on? Lord. Okay, well, I actually know where I need to be. So, honestly, don't even need it. Oh, wait. Do I need cocoa beans? Cocoa beans would be quite nice. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because I don't like wasting... Like, I don't like throwing down torches and then, like, just with the idea of letting them despawn eventually. So I'm doing that, even though I don't strictly need to. And yeah. Although this buried treasure map I could just throw. It could just despawn. I'll stay in these chunks forever. No skin off my back. But yeah. and then it drops all the skeletons down to a chute that is within like 4 or 5 blocks of the player, kills all the skeletons with wolves, and they must be tamed wolves, like the player's tamed wolves. And then that. Oh, actually, you know what? We could just use wolves in the farm itself to scare them into a certain location. A certain location that they would otherwise not go. And then, yeah, drop them nearby, have them killed by tamed wolves, turn that, have that XP go into the guy who has mending. All of the surplus will get absorbed into his XP bar. And yeah, really complicated farm for a bunch of coral though. And you can't farm coral blocks. Well, I mean, you could wait, and I guess the wandering trader, if you theoretically had an infinite amount of time and an infinite amount of emeralds, and you could always find the wandering trader when he spawned, and always trade all of the coral trades he had, you could get your hands on a pretty substantial amount of coral. It would be very long. It would take a long time, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility. But but we don't have an infinite amount of time. I don't know if you guys know this, but human beings live and human beings die. Human beings live. We live about 70 years. Sometimes we get more. I think the I think the median before I was born, or before like my parents' generation, would have been like 72, 70 something. Now, there's a lot of like science articles that are saying a lot of research would indicate that we are going to be the first generation that lives into the hundreds, or lives in excess of 100 years, in terms of like median life expectancy. I don't know if I want to live a century. I've lived 25 years and it's exhausting. But, I mean, honestly, if my quality of life continued to improve, if like the global standard of living continued to improve, I would be down for 100 years. At the core of my being, I'm a very hope core coded person. You know, I love me some hope core. I love me some positivity. I love me some joy and whimsy. But but yeah, 100 years is a long, long time. Ah, but yes, as I was saying, wandering traders could theoretically be used to farm coral, but the only things we can farm infinitely are coral fans. There is a workaround for that though, which is that if you are making like a coral themed build and you simply don't have enough coral, and you don't anticipate anyone viewing the build from up close, you could just use wool. You could just place a shitload of wool inside the build, and ooh, dripstone. That is actually going to be very useful for me. But yeah, you place a bunch of wool, like colored wool, into the build. Um, okay, you place a bunch of appropriately colored wool, and then you just like you put the coral fans on that wool. Now this gives us access to, oh, hello DC, welcome to the stream. This gives us access to something pretty powerful, which is lava farming. Now, this may be the end of all of our fuel concerns. We may not need to worry about a bunch of fuel and crap ever again. Now, It only took me 2 streams after beating the dragon to realize, but or to uncover this. But yeah, it's we have dripstone now. We can make more. We can manufacture more dripstone. We can farm it. We can craft it into dripstone blocks. We can shit. We can make punji traps, which are this thing they did in Vietnam to all the GIs, where you'd like dig a hole and then you'd fill the bottom with sharpened bamboo spikes, and then you'd cover it with like a lattice of twigs, and then you'd put leaves over it, and then when GI stepped on it, he'd fall into a punji trap. And sometimes the bamboo spikes were covered in human excrement, so that it was poisonous, or at the very least would cause an infection. But yeah, that's a fun little history fact. The Viet Cong were not playing around. Fun little history fact that the Viet Cong were terrifying. But yeah, I could make a bunch of pitfall traps that drop mobs onto pointed dripstone. That'd be very funny. For me, it wouldn't be funny for them. I think they would I think they would find it a distinctly unpleasant experience, but it would be very, very funny for me. And yeah. So once that is done, or once we're at home, we can start farming all of the things we've gathered. Oh, uh, well, I'm I'm kind of a morbid person. I don't. If you ask me like, what did the Magna Carta signify? I'd be like, um, Spain. But if you ask me about like the morbid parts of history, like, hey, tell me about the fucked up things they did to soldiers in this war. I'll be like, oh boy, let me tell you. It's the morbid history, like the shit people do in the dark, is almost more interesting to me than the things good people do to each other, if that makes any sense. It's I don't know. It's hard to explain. I think humans are their most human when they're being terrible people. It's like, ah, I know this coastline. This is the coastline directly opposite of our base. Or directly opposite of where our base. Okay, our base is across this ocean. But yeah, I think the morbid, like the parts of history people don't want to talk about, those are the most interesting ones. And it's really proof. It's really proof of the theory that like, you know, the Stanford prison experiment. You are 1 day's worth of peer pressure away from doing some absolutely fucked up shit. And most people don't know that. Most people don't like comprehend that like, you know, you are not immune to peer pressure. You're not immune to doing really evil shit during war. But I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest with you, if my home was being invaded by, you know, foreign invaders like the Americans, I don't know if I wouldn't do the same shit. I don't know if I wouldn't set up traps that violate the Geneva Convention. I don't know if I wouldn't shoot medics. Okay? Because, I mean, Lord knows, like, fighting a defensive war is not fun. Based on standard military doctrine, if you are fighting a defensive war in, like, urban ops instead of conventional ops, which is like fighting in forests, fighting in plains, fighting in, you know, like natural features. If you're fighting in urban ops, they are going to want a 5 to 1 force multiplier, which means that for every one of me, there's 5 of those guys. And if I can shoot a medic in the head when no one is looking at me and suffer no consequence for it, and that medic is the reason multiple of those guys can get back up after a fight, I honestly don't know that I wouldn't do it. I mean, I know on paper that it's wrong. It's a terrible thing to do. And as soon as you start shooting the other guy's medics, the other guy starts shooting your medics. But at the same time, you know, it's I don't know if it's something I would never do. I don't know, like the human nature is interesting. Like we are the more I grow and the more I find out about people and the longer I spend as a student of the social sciences, which I am social scientist. I picked a really terrible major. Should have gone into fucking liberal dance or something. But but the more I learn about people, the more it resonates with me that like we really are like the most noble of beasts. Like we are an animal that holds our destiny in our own hands, and that's pretty interesting. But yeah, punji traps. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I would just build punji traps for the love of the game. If like a war broke out between like and it's like a defensive war, it's like Singapore against Malaysia for some reason, and and I have a chance to set up punji traps. I'm probably doing it for like shits and giggles. I know I sound like a terrible human being, but I'm setting them up for the love of the game. I wouldn't even shoot the guy when he's in the trap flailing around and screaming. I would just sit there with binoculars like some weird fucking pervert, watching him fall through the ground, get stabbed multiple times in the leg by sharpened stakes. And then I'd just be like, aha, it worked. I can't believe someone actually fell for it. No, no, okay, it's not okay. Little bit evil. Little bit evil. But at the same time, like at the same time, imagine falling for like a Team Rocket trap like that. Imagine falling for like a Team Rocket ass trap like that. I would be so embarrassed. I would never recover from the generational aura deficit. It would be so funny to me. God, just saying this, I kind of want to go out and set up some punji traps. I mean, I won't, because I'm not a maniac, but at the same time, it would be so funny to see someone fall into a... Like, can you imagine? You're like fucking Team Rocket, you dig a hole in the ground, and then you cover it with sticks and leaves, and then someone falls into the hole, and you actually get like a combat advantage out of that. God, Team Rocket wants some bullshit. But yeah, I mean, I probably. It would be pretty dumb. It would be pretty dumb. It would be such a huge loss of aura. I'd be in something generational aura debt. Okay, one day we really need to sort these chests out because God help me, this place is a mess. 1, 2, 3, 4 chests. I'll make at least one of these. I think I think dripstone needs to be underneath other pointer dripstone to make more of itself, but I'm not sure. Again, could be wrong. I don't know everything. Oh, Hope Ken, welcome to the stream. You're you're not missing much. We were just talking about the different war crimes we think. Well, I was talking about the different war crimes. DC was being very civil. Oh, I only need. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Got it. So just where's a place that I'm doing basically nothing? Okay. I'm not doing a lot here. So if I do dripstone, and then I gave the dripstone block some extra like length it could grow, and then I do a little bit of not even terraforming. It's just okay. Hold on. I will do a little bit of terraforming. Okay. Does this look natural? Look natural until. No. This is just the defensive wall. It's the perimeter wall. I could make a castle, but then I would need to deal with being neighbors, or at the very least sharing my living space with every villager here, which is not something I would enjoy. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I think this is the single most ghetto dripstone farm I have ever seen in my entire life. It's not permanent. Okay. Okay. I mean, I could make a castle, as in like I could, but I think I'd prefer just like a manor house instead. Oh, what do I recommend you making on the public SMP server? Good question. I would need to ask a little bit more information. Are there a lot of like technical players on the server? Are there a lot of like redstoners, a lot of people who build farms for like the public use? Are there a lot of people who, I don't know, are there a lot of like adventurers? Good civilian. Um, well, yeah, actually, like it would be interesting. Like, what do you do on the server? Like, what's your? Are you like the are you like the guy everyone knows? Are you like one of those dudes who's like friends with everyone? Are you like a? It's modded with the origin. Ooh, okay, okay. Hmm. Mostly builders, PvPers, and law dudes. Okay, well, you could become like a historian. You could like build a library, like a nice big library, and in said library you could store like people's written books of law. Like you could take notes about events that happened. You could take notes about like the progress of certain builds, and then you could you could like store them in book form inside the library so that when people log in, like if new players join the SMP, they have a place they can go to learn about the law of the build. Also, you could become like a civil engineer. You could like ask people, hey, do you want me to connect your build with this hub of roads throughout the overworld? And you just like start connecting the overworld with a bunch of roads and a bunch of like, I guess I guess roads, and then like every like, oh, someone's already making a library. Okay. Then you could also be the civil engineer. You could be like, hey, I'm making roads that will connect the whole world, just like Rome, or like aqueducts, maybe. And the world's like, oh, 1600 by, oh, that's like walking distance. Um, well then maybe you could actually make like you could make the roads, and then every so often you could build like a tavern, like an inn where people can stay the night. Oh, yikes. I think I have to become president. Do villagers democratically elect a president? I'm not sure. Are you referencing the fact that my base's wall looks a little bit like Auschwitz? Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I do care about, well, I care about my villagers. Oh, do you mean him? Like he should become DC should become the president in his server? Oh, the claims mod. Okay. Hmm. Huh, good question. Good point. I mean, I try. I mean, I like my fans. Aw, thank you. I try to be. It's a concerted effort. We may be better off just going back to that lukewarm ocean, getting coral fans. Aw, thank you, Hope Ken. I hope to see you again. Silver's got tons of builds already. You want something you could build for the town you... Oh. Uh... Hmm. I mean... Yep, it's a heart. With a hole in the middle, because Hollowhard YT. Ah, it's funny. Any anyways, for your server, I would say minigames always like highly recommended, like a spleef arena, maybe like a, I don't know, maybe like public stuff that everyone can share, like a park, a garden, a public use like farm that everyone can share. Oh my god, should keep my Tome of Undying on. Hmm. good question. There's so many things you could build that will add like value to the server you're in. Ooh, maybe a big map room. If it's 1,000, I try to stream daily. I have a little bit of coursework that I still need to get my way through. Actually, I still, oh my god, I still have like the better part of a 2,500 word essay. But hey, thank you. Thanks for the follow. I work crazy. I work crazy fast when it comes to doing essays, so I should be okay with that. But to do something that I deserve, I was, I was gonna say, like, if it's 1,600 by 1,600, that's not that many maps, honestly. It's enough that you could probably just with a standard 128 map, 10 of those. No, sorry, 11. No, not 11. Aw, thank you, Hope. I will. Oh, thank you, Ken. I will try. But honestly, with like 14 or with like okay, if you made a 16 by 16 or 15 by 15 map route, you could cover the entire server. Oh, okay, so maybe the border got a little bit bigger. But what you could also do is you could make like you could make a map room, and then like every so often you could like update the map room. So let's say like a month of real life time passes, you update the map room. You basically, when you take the maps, it's like taking a screenshot, and you lock the world as it is. And then once that is done, you leave it there for a month, and then the next month you update it. I don't actually. I play a little bit of Pokemon Legends ZA, but that's second to Hollowhardcore. This is one of those streams that's probably going to be like a long-running channel staple. And Legends ZA is probably not going to be as long of a channel staple, as long as I don't, decide to go shiny hunt, get a shiny living dex, like an idiot. I might well do that. Because I'm dumb. Honestly, it's not worth $70. It's not. Don't. There are better things you could spend $70 on. Even if, well, okay, I pre-ordered it, so I got it for 63. Because I have like it's effectively like a membership to like the Pokemon Club Singapore. It's really weird. I know it's a really weird thing to be a member of, but I got it for cheap because I had a plug. And like it's good in the sense that you can shiny farm like really easily in it, but it's kind of a clusterfuck of a game. The whole game is a single map. Like the whole map is a single like constantly loaded instance, which is horrifying. It's like you walk out and the entire city is loaded. There's no inside of buildings, there's no outside of buildings, there's just the whole map permanently loaded. But that does mean that, okay, and the game does have a few cool things. Yeah, it's pretty huge. And it like keeps the whole... Okay, but there is one good thing, which is that when it keeps the whole map loaded, it keeps all the shinies like in memory. So what happens is if you do something that would despawn a Pokemon, but that Pokemon is shiny, it's kept in the game's memory. So that means that as long as you go back to places you've been before, like it's really easy to shiny hunt. Yeah. And also because you can buy like 10 fossils at once and then, restore all of them at once and then revert to a save state, you can also shiny hunt for the fossils really easily, which I may do. Once I have enough money, I may buy like 20 or I may buy like 30 of each fossil, and then just do the click, 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 click method to just get a shitload of quote-unquote encounters, and very quickly build up my reserves, build up the number of fossil encounters I have. So, super easy to get a shiny living dex. Yeah, it's okay. You know what the worst part is? Like, me and my friends were playing it the other day, and we basically spent the whole time complaining about how it failed to take some of the things that made Legends Arceus amazing. Yeah, Legends Arceus was great. Legends PLA was fucking amazing. I have like 111 or 120 something hours on PLA. I have like a complete living dex, and I have like I I I got a shitload of shinies. I got like a shiny Lucario. Yeah. Legends Arceus was good. Like surprisingly, I got a shiny Luxray as a team member. I got a shiny Lucario. I think I have like a shiny. I can't remember if I can't remember if I caught like an Abomasnow or a Snover that was shiny, but it was one of the two, I think. Arceus was so good, and then ZA was just like, ugh. ZA was like, yeah. I'm not that big of a streamer. Like compared to some of the other people out there, like 350-ish followers is not a very big number. There are people out there who are like titans of viewership. People who I'll put it into reference, right? I maybe make like if I'm very lucky, I make like 1 or 2 US cents on a stream, and that would be a yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, so like there are people out there who would be making like hella. Aw, thank you, Ken. I treasure the faith people have in me. Sometimes I fail to live up to it. Sometimes I definitely fail to live up to it. But I do treasure the fact that you have faith in me. But yeah, Game Freak fumbled. Game Freak fumbled really bad. And all the polygons in the game that should have gone to like balconies you could climb up went directly into Emma's butt. It's like it's not even funny. It's like she's wearing a skin tight suit, and you can see like each cheek like well defined, and you just think like, yeah, some gooners have taken over Nintendo offices. Thank you, Ken. It's okay. My hypothesis. Also, they fully animated Mabel's feet, which is I don't need to tell you, but that's a little bit of a weird thing to do. I haven't gone through that much of the storyline. I've just been like trying to get a living dex, and it's been an experience. I had a crocodile. Sorry, I had a Krokorok break out of the wild area and fucking chase me around. It's like it's bad. It's bad. And it could have been worse, but yeah, really, it's that bad. Stone. Yeah, throw a bunch of stone into. Oh, actually, yeah, I guess. But like, oh, the game was rushed. The game was rushed. They kind of fumbled the bag a little on it. I can't lie. Okay, that is 48 scaffolding. That should be enough for quite a few levels. We should also get our hands on observers. Oh, oh. I'm also a big fan of Bulldog Ramen. So enjoy. And I'll just be here trying to figure some shit out. Let me just. Where is. Bye bye. Enjoy your ramen. This is the problem with not sorting out your chests. This is the problem with like making a chest monster every time you play the game. You just. I have no idea where shit is. Like, I need to contact an oracle, or I need like prophetic visions to see where my shit is. It's like, oh, Oh dear God, where did I leave? Where did I leave my observers? Oh. Okay, this is probably. Well, are we using? Yeah, fuck it. We'll use deep slate bricks. Well, no, actually, we'll use deep slate top slabs so that it prevents entities trying to pathfind to it. But at the same time, I do still need like, I want to say 14, like 13 repeaters and like a single comparator. I make like 30 something. Oh wait, not enough. Okay, one redstone comparator, and then as many repeaters as I can. Really? Only that many? Put like one stack, one stack. We could probably do this, and then make 32 redstone torches, and then we have 6, so all we need is 6, 7, 6, 7. I'm retarded, 6, 7. I'm sorry, I have no earthly idea what came over me with that. I'm not usually like this. Okay, so we're just gonna smelt down a bunch of... I genuinely have no idea what fucking came over me. I was like being hit by the spontaneous urge to yell a slur. You know what I should get? I should invest in a silk touch pickaxe. That'd help me quite a bit. Oh, melon! I should leave the melons lying around somewhere so that I don't, bring them up into the farm and make God knows what mistake. Melon. While the stone is smelting, I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Okay, I am back, and all of my stone should be pretty much smelted by now. We can go check. I just realized I may have done something silly, which was, turning all my cobblestone into... Oh, wait, hold on. There's more fuel. Okay. I can go up here. Throw in 1 stack of that. Yes. Yes, Ken. What's good? I'm just gonna throw all of this in the top. I'm just gonna throw this all in the fuel slot. What am I gonna do? Probably just finish work on the mob farm today. Yeah, I think finishing the mob farm is the big one, because that will be our source of gunpowder. And yeah, that's the plan. So I need like, what is my? Oh right, I'm short on redstone. Okay, no big deal. We probably have a shitload of redstone just lying around. 37 redstone. Okay, and then yeah. Oh, right, we also make a... Oh, we need 1 cobblestone to make a lever. Oh, I didn't get food. I just went to the bathroom real quick. I think DC went to get Bulldack. Let's see. 5. Is it 13? Oh yeah, yeah. I went to the bathroom. Okay. Well, Ken, I hope to see you in the future, or I hope to see you on later streams. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Alright, I hope to see you there. Actually, I've just realized I'm gonna need a bunch of dispensers, which require a bunch of string. Okay, shouldn't be too much of an issue, I don't think. Oh, I definitely can't go up without... Can I make a lever? No, I can't make a lever with blackstone. Yeah. And I hope to see you there. Okay, so this should be all I need for the timing circuit. Of course, we will need the scaffold. We will need a lot more scaffolding. We're going to need quite a few more observers, quite a few more dispensers. We don't have a single dispenser, so we can't even work on the foot. Well, hold on, hold the phone. We have a bunch of gold. Oh, we have a bunch of cobblestone as well. Oh, shit, and a bunch of string. Oh, and a bunch of... Oh, a ruined bow. Gentlemen, hold on for a second. I may be about to cook. I may be about to cook. We don't need a bow that has good durability to make a dispenser. Ah. Okay, Ken. I appreciate the faith you have in me. I wish I had as much faith in myself. But yeah, I will try. I will definitely try not to let you down. I will. For bow. Only a power 1. Power 1. No enchant. Take some of this. Drop this here. And then what I should be able to do is I should be able to make a dropper like that. And then a dropper like that. Okay, sure thing, Ken. I'll catch you then. Dispenser, dropper, dispenser, dropper, bow, dispenser, dropper, bow, dispenser. And that makes 6 dispensers. We can make 6 levels. There should be. All right. I'll see you. I hope to see you there. So 6. Should we just go 8 level? Okay, so we'll start with 6. We'll start with 6 because the farm will work. Alright. I'll catch you there. Okay, I'm going to need to build a big staircase up there. Okay, we can make this work, I think. Actually, I know we can make this work. Just buffet me up here. Okay, absolutely, Hope. I will. There's no need to worry. So here, and maybe I should have covered the middle. You know what? Hold on. There. Better for my own personal safety. I actually have not. Let me. I'll send it to you when I'm done with the stream. Just let me make this. Put this here. Make these. So let's assume this is the middle. I'm going to have this be where the trapdoor sits. Then 3, 4. Oh shit! No, this might actually be low enough to block the. Okay, hold on. Okay, then yeah, I will. I'll send you a Discord request. It's Hope Kennedy, right? Okay. Let me just boot up Discord real quick. Yeah, I'm about to add you. Add friend. Okay. There's a friend request inbound. But honestly, I think Twitch notifications will tell you when I go live. 6. And then what we want is to go 1 block below this. Ah, crap. Sure. Should have added you. Ah. Oh. Hey, I hope. But yeah, I'll be right here. 1, 2, 3. This is 5 total. And we need it to be 14, so... Okay, so that's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if I just extend both sides by like 1... Alright. Sure. Good luck with your work, Hope. I will catch you there. I'll catch you later. Yeah. I'll see you then. So what should happen is... Redstone comparator. I hope to meet you again too. And then I'll put this here, which will hopefully be 1, 2, Okay, yeah, it'll hopefully be enough. God willing. God willing. You too. You too, Hope. What should happen is 1, max delay. 2, max delay. 3, max delay. 4, max delay. 5, max delay. 6, max delay. 7, max delay. 8, max delay. 9, max delay. 10, max delay. 11, max delay. 12, max delay. 13, max delay. And then what I'll do is send the pulse through the system. And yes! Okay. Okay. So, this is where the system is built, and assuming I'm... You know what? No. Let's not assume that I AFK down here. Let's assume that's just a catchment area. So I'll go... I'll go like that many blocks up. Then... Okay. I need like 6 layers of buckets. Oh shit, once that's full, my inventory's basically gonna be gone. Okay. Crap. I'm stuck here. So, go up there. And then at the top, what we will do... is we will put an observer here to check for the updates. We'll put this here. Into this we will put a water bucket. We'll put this here. And then this is the start of a layer out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we just do taxi cab distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is oddly close to the edge. 1, 2. Oh, right, because it's more aligned. It's more aligned towards this side. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what we do is we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And this is a taxi cab distance, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what will happen is, ideally, when this machine goes off, it will waterlog that scaffolding, and then it will push all of the mobs that have spawned on this out towards the lethal drop. Okay, what is wrong with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what should happen is, if I've built this right and not fucked up somewhere, this farm will be an automatic mob flusher. So, let's say for example, I'm the machine. Not bad. Okay, so I do this, and then it flows all the way to the edge and not any further. Okay, that is brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Okay, so I'm just gonna put torches here, and when the machine is up and running, it's just going to flush all of them. So, the next step is to do observer, dispenser, water bucket, scaffolding, observer, dispenser, water bucket, scaffolding, observer, dispenser, no water bucket. Okay, not too big of a problem. So we'll just do, and then we'll just do, no, wrong block. Okay, you know what? We could actually start this out as like a single tiered system. That would be a terrible idea. The rates would be obscenely bad, but it would be a functional system. How many string do I have? I have 13, and the only thing I need string for is, well, oh shit, no, I also need it for more scaffolding. Okay, I tell you what, getting the dispensers to work is the #1 priority, so we're just going to make 1 more dispenser, 2 more dispensers, 3 more dispensers, 4 more dispensers, and then we also need 4 more buckets. So I'm just going to put this up here, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, get the 4 buckets of water that we need. And then how many more slots can I fill with? You know what? Actually, I might be able to fill a decent number. Hold on. We're not using the bamboo right now. We're not using redstone torches or redstone. Honestly, not using spruce planks either. We just want to put as many of these layers down as we can. So, okay. It'll be a bit of a pain to nerd pole my way up there, but honestly, there are worse blocks we could be nerd poling with. We have all our torches. Yep, okay, so we can set the thing to stay bright, but then we will auto clear, or we will auto prep the farm as soon as we're ready. Okay, so that's 1. Does it have water? Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When we're done with all of this, we're gonna have to go 128 blocks above the Y level of the thing down there. Oh, you know what? No, we just need to go above the Y level of, I think, the lowest platform, and then just yeah, just AFK there. Alternatively, I think if the farm gets tall enough, it could work while I'm just down in the storage area. Would not be untenable. There. Actually, hold on. Let me just get to the top and then do the thing. So, water bucket, scaffolding, observer, dispenser, 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 water bucket, scaffolding, and then this is probably about as high as we'll go. Although, I'm gonna be a little bit overcautious, and I'm going to make the catchment area a bit larger. Eventually, that is. I'm not gonna make it, like, larger right away, but I am probably going to make, like, another 8x8 ring around it, and then just have that ring funnel everything into the middle, so that if something falls off here, for example, and lands on there, or even worse, if it lands in the ocean and suddenly we come down from the farm and we've got like 70 zombies wearing leather armor, and they all like in the middle of the ocean. Well, okay, they would convert to drowned. Okay, we have like 70 drowned in leather armor, leather, chain, and gold. And every time I cross one of these levels, I should check that there's a sufficient amount of, you know, that there's water, actually water in the dispenser. You know what? One in the middle should be enough to basically light the whole space up. Gonna be losing a little bit of scaffolding by doing this, but honestly, not that big of a deal. Not such a big deal that it's not something I'll never recover from financially. It would be cool if there was like an ocean monument somewhere here, and then I could oh shit, and then I could just like, you know, look down on it. Actually, you know what? This is Minecraft. I can do anything I want. Wouldn't it be really funny if I just got a bunch of prismarine from an ocean monument farm, and then I built it, and I built a literal ocean monument, just like right here. Like I stole Mojang's whole flow, word for word, verse for verse. Probably have enough for like one more level, I think. This does have, yep, got a dispenser. we have enough for... You know what, we should have just enough for one more level, I think. One layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer. Oh, shit. First target, first mob drops. First mob drops and they come from me not lighting the place up properly. That's a Hollowhard classic if ever I've seen one. So that. How many levels is that? Let me compare it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 5 more. And the one in my other world is like 11, I want to say. Hold on. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's 11. And that farm already puts out pretty good rates. I mean, if I go... You know what? Its output is a rate that I'm already satisfied with. So I guess 10 levels is... 10 levels is valid. Except I do need the blocks to fill up those 10 levels, so... Also a really good platform if I want to travel long distance. Whee! I take way too much delight in doing that. Grown-ass man, by the way. Let's see if I left any more cobbled deep slate just lying around it. Ooh, okay. That's basalt. You know what? How long have we been streaming? Hour 55? I'm going to grab a little bit more cobbled deep slate. Just like 4 more stacks. We're going to... Well, oh my god, then there's the roof. The roof is going to be quite a bit of... The roof is going to be quite a large source of... it's going to need quite a bit of cobbled deep slate, so... Also, I need to put stairs in this place. This is pissing me off, but it does not piss me off enough for me to do anything about it. Okay. Well, okay, so each let's say one one layer takes about a stack, and we're doing 4 more layers. But but we are doing slabs, so 2. Okay, let's just assume that because of the need to put a big roof on the thing, and the need to have like a sort of homogeneous roof, we're just going to be doing a little bit over 5 stacks. 5 stacks is fair. Well, actually, no, it's not like it's not like doubling the length, it's doubling the surface area. Maybe 7 stacks. Okay, 7 stacks should be good. If we need more than 7 stacks, honestly, assuming it's a part that we will probably never see, since one day we're gonna cover up the whole outside with like black stone and deep slate, could probably just use cobblestone or tuff or one of the blocks we have in excess. Or we could build like bands. We could build like circles around it so it looks like it's something we did on purpose, but is really not. It really isn't. It's just something we did for resource conservation. Alternatively, I take a bunch of bone meal, I go to the place, and then I go to the whatchamacallit, the coral fan farm, or the place where a coral fan farm could go, and then I use that as my location. I use that place and build. Oh well, I use that place, I get a bunch of coral fans, come back, make a TNT bomber, start hollowing this place out. Although I do like the feeling of this like single long hallway. This place would go crazy for a wither fight. I build a bunch of like interconnected tunnels, like a bunch of doorways, like Scooby-Doo style. If I summon the wither in the middle, it starts running after me. I duck into this hallway and I somehow pop out like 5 doors down on the other side. It's like I'm using the dimensional doors mod. And the whole time I'm getting chased, it's playing What's New Scooby-Doo by Simple Plan. That would actually be pretty amusing to me. Oh god, I miss the dimensional doors mod from old Hexit. I think they made a few modern ports for like the newer versions of the game, but I've never gotten around to playing them. You may find another clue. Scooby snacks will be waiting there for you. What's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. We gotta solve that mystery. See you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's new, Scooby-Doo? La 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 la. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, hold on. Was this 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, got it. Although, could we just be like overcautious and make 8 stacks? I think we could just be overcautious and make 8 stacks. After all, it's not like we're running out of torches or anything. And every wafer of this is like, what? 3 times 5, it's 15. Okay, yeah, we can just extend the tunnel a little bit. And then one day, far in the future, we can like, I don't know, make this place nice. We can put like stairs up here. We can put like stairs all along the bottom, all along the top. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Get banned. Oh shit, more diamonds. Every time I ban a spammer, I get diamonds. This is the type of greed they talk about in the Bible. 22 diamonds. Not bad for a haul where I wasn't even trying to find diamonds. Still, could use it to make armor trims, I guess. Ooh, that would be fun. Going on a quest to try and find all the armor trims. Yeah, but then again, as far as like things we need diamonds for, as soon as we start working on mega projects, I think it makes sense if I got like, I don't know, like a shulker box full of diamond tools. Oh, and we're there. But yeah, like just let's say I begin to start working on mega projects. I think it would make more sense if I just filled like a shulker box of pickaxes like this and my shovel. Like efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, and either fortune 3 or silk touch. Yeah, the rates would probably go crazy. You know, I have a gunpowder. I could probably use my elytra to get on top of the farm as it is right now, and then just get to work on that. I will need to build like a... I'll need to extend the... I'll need to extend this and find a way to get on top of the farm to get within optimal AFK distance. Except, ooh, hold on. Yeah. Gimme. Ooh. It's here. Oh, more string. Don't mind if I do. And yeah, I'll just go like 128 blocks up from the... Well, actually, no. What I should be doing is taking the Y coordinate or the X, Y, Z. I should be taking the Y coordinate of the place where they stand on the campfires and get killed, and then I should be multiplying or adding 128 to that. So, first things first. Where's the rest of my gunpowder? Okay, that's probably all the gunpowder we have. Oh. Save me some effort. $27. Okay, that's a respectable amount. And then I need to turn these all into slabs. Also, I could save myself a bunch of inventory space by just, you know, going there and making... Oh, wait a second. I could... If I can find 3 pieces of stone and a piece of iron, I can make myself a stone cutter and just make the slabs while up there. My hypothesis is they're probably inside that chest. Because if they aren't, I don't know where they are. Oh, wait. 48 stone. Okay. You know what? Never mind. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. And then after this, we may actually do a little bit of AFKing. Like, I may leave the game on, like, and my character will be downstairs in the, or either downstairs in a catchment area, or like upstairs in a place where he can, you know, in a place where he can just like sit 128 blocks. Ah, I forgot the Y level. I forgot to check the Y level. Okay, it'll be like 128 blocks above the kill chamber. It'll be 128 blocks above the kill chamber, and it'll just be sitting there AFK, like existing. I could also make a variant of this farm where it's like the top layers go high enough that I can effectively just farm. I can effectively just you know, stand there swinging my sword while they fall and get slashed. But I don't know. It's currently 4:43. You know what? Yeah, I would like to finish the farm, because I do most of my best work late at night, or not late at night, later in the day. So what I will probably do is I will probably stream for a little bit longer, and then once I'm done with today's stream, I will probably go home. I'll probably go take a, well, no, I probably won't take a nap. I'll probably take a little break, then I'll get started on my coursework. What day are we on, by the way? 119. Oh. Okay, and then, yep, we got a dispenser in there, so I'll just go one solid block on top of that. We have, yep, got a water bucket in there. Okay. This is basically done. I'm just going to need to finish this, and then we're just going to build a roof with as many blocks as it takes to make sure this thing's fully shaded at all times of day. As far as farms go, this one's easy. It's repetitive, but it's easy. And eventually we're going to have to build something like a gold farm, which is going to be repetitive but not easy. Repetitive but painful. And honestly, that's okay. Because sometimes, well, honestly, sometimes the gain is worth the price. And a late game, an end game gold farm, like an Il Mango ring design, where I can just sit there asleep overnight, and I can manufacture golden carrots by like the shulker box. That's totally worth it. Okay, so we'll put put that there. I'll make 4 of those, and this is 1 block. So this is 1, 2, and then this is the 3rd block. Okay, just making sure no Enderman can spawn. There's that. I'll probably put a little bit of light here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1. And then just to denote the fact that this is the final, we're gonna overhang it by 1, and then we can figure out how many blocks we have and how large we can make the umbrella. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You know what? This feels like another good time to check my other world so I can see exactly how far it is from the... So I didn't build it with a tutorial. I know there's... Okay, so there's the concept of an instant mob spawner, which, like, there was a time when those layers were made of scaffolding. There was a time very long ago. But now, they need to be either solid blocks, well, solid blocks or half slabs. Half slabs is best because it gives the mobs space to be lifted up by the water and, like, bobbied along, or buoyed along. But basically, this is middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 20 blocks. Okay, it's like it's 41. The umbrella's 41, but it's 21 blocks across. Okay, 41. Oh my god, that's a lot of blocks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, hold on. The middle is 21, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's how big the umbrella is? Good lord, good golly, good grief. Egads. This is the last time I'm going to be able to get up if I fall, so... 2, 3... Before we go building all the way over there, let's just make this first. One thing I could do to make it like super shaded is I could build all the way until if I just look straight down, there's only ocean, and then make a giant lava cast. So it would effectively be a giant not concealed, concentrated, like... Oh, you know what? No, it would be concealed from the sun. It would be a giant concealed area, a giant shaded area. Worth considering. Okay, so 1, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, And then I do the same thing on all the other sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then this is how far it would go out. Ideally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then, just to check that it all works out, we pick 2 points and then we try and interconnect them. So, I definitely don't have enough material for this. I made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. Every day I live is a lapse in judgment. It's one new lapse after the other, but that's okay. To make mistakes, to err is human. No, wait, sorry. To err is human, to forgive is divine, I think, is the quote. Honestly, my linguistics course has, or my poetry course has given me a new love for the field of poetry. My poetry assignment, which is due in about 40 hours. And I have, you know what, 700 words left. I can do it. It's 700 words plus minus editing, but I can do it. I'm honestly thankful I opted to go for the part-time version of this course. If I'd gone for the full-time version, oh my god, I'd have so much less time to stream. I love how you can like look down at the ocean and you can see like the giant triangles like starting to form. Okay, and it looks like I didn't make that many mistakes. And should just go around the entire inside, filling up as much surface area as I can, but moving inward to outward. That way, the mob spawns, even if I don't finish this, the mob spawns are at their best level. You know what, yeah. I might not be able to finish this. Or if I do it, we'll be cutting it very, very close. Maybe I brought just enough. Hold on. Oh, let's see. You know what? I may have actually brought enough. That's genuinely surprising. It was like the first time in a long time I haven't come underprepared for a big build. we may have it. At the very least, we may be close to having... Okay, we might be a little bit hard pressed. We may need to grab a little bit more resource. Actually, little bit of deep slate should actually be enough, I think. Okay. And I think the farm has already started to go, actually. Or at the very least, it started to spawn a little bit of a few things. So, what I'm just gonna do, here, open this up to a fall. Break that. And then, I guess... Okay, now I'm wondering if we have enough blocks hidden away. Or enough blocks just like lying around here that would make us able to... Nah, guess not. Well, we shouldn't be worried because it's only about... I want to say like a stack and a half will get us to where we need to be. Wow. Not bad. Hey. Second piece of dripstone. Soon enough, we're gonna have like a... We're gonna have like a 16 by 16 area that's just dripstone. We're gonna have like a full chunk that's just dripstone, perpetually being farmed. And then we're going to use that to make hella big lava farm. Shit, I think you could make an automatic lava farm. If you dispense a bucket into a cauldron filled with lava, it should probably pick up the lava. And then we can pipe all of the resulting lava out. And then all of that can be put through a filter where if it is a bucket, if it's an empty bucket, it will get sorted out, and if it's a lava bucket, it goes through the system, and then when it goes through the system, it gets filtered into a... Well, I guess it gets stuck straight in a... It gets put into like a super smelter, like the one that we have, only bigger. Plus, we have a shitload of iron now. We can afford to make many, many buckets, and with the many, many buckets, we can fill up a super smelter that instead of the current 8 is like 16 units long, potentially longer. That would be very good. Yeah. So we'd go from 1 item a second to... I want to say... We would go from a single item per second to 2 items a second, or 1 item every half a second. Of course, if we built like a full-on, 64-block super smelter, we could get that number even higher, but that seems like a little bit of... Oh, that seems like something that should be its own thing. Like, if we make we should make like a factory building inside the village, and then in the factory building we make like a super smelter. We make like a... What are those 64 item per second super smelters? Or 64 or 8 item per second super smelters. then the next thing we're going to need is a bunch of scaffolding that will help us get to a Y level that is above the current one. Yeah. And yeah, we definitely need to put stairs in this fucking mine. This is going to drive me insane. Okay. Any new deep slate? Nope. Okay. So first order of business is to get rid of the spike of just blocks that I used to get up on top of there. Next order of business is to well, finish the roof. Finish the roof and turn the thing on. So that it's just passively farming that stuff up for me. Okay. What Y level is this? Y equals 190. Oh, this is 191, so this should be Y90, 192. And then, oh, shit. Shit. Oops. So embarrassing. 192. Make sure that's closed. Oh my god. Okay. One more try. What the fuck happened up there? God help me. I hope I have the shit I need to repair that. Fuck. Dig quickly. Dig as quickly as we can. Oh, now that I'm up here, I don't need to dig that quickly. Just run over here. Turn the machine on. And let's see the first mob flush. Wait, what? I know the mistake I made now. I know the mistake I made. I can't believe I made the mistake. Okay. I can tell you exactly what it is. Oh my god, why is there water in here? What the fuck, dude? In case it wasn't, in case my reaction didn't make this, like, visible, in case my reaction didn't make this, abundantly clear, this is not how the farm is supposed to be working. Yeah, the farm is not supposed to be working like this, like, at all. I don't know why it's... Okay. Why? I have no idea why it's doing this. Okay. Okay. No. Oh, it's here. It's because of this one block that we failed to fix. It's going to be a while before this problem fixes itself, but I think the problem will fix itself. So this should help with the rates. What is that number? 192. 192 plus. Hold on. 192 plus 128 is equal to 320. Oh my god, we're almost at build limit. Holy shit. Okay. So we need exactly 70 scaffolding. Hold on. We need 69 scaffolding. Okay. We definitely have the bamboo to make the scaffolding. We just need to make sure we have the string itself. And fortunately, the machine or that farm should be producing us a shitload of string just in the background without any input from me. I think. Could be wrong. I'm wrong about many things, but I don't think I'm wrong about this. We should make like a little glass box that we can sit in, but we'll worry about that later. That's a concern for me in the future, not me in the now. Too high. I went too high. You know what? I'm going to block this off so that their line of sight in relation to me is blocked. That way we won't have an incident where Creeper tries to, where Skeleton tries to not help. Not in that help. We won't have a situation where a Skeleton tries to shoot at me and hits a Creeper and makes the Creeper blow up and destroys the whole farm collection area. We've got these. So I propose we do a short little AFK test where I will put down... Well, I don't really know what I'll do. Okay, yeah, this is... Oh, it's... Oh shit, we are at build limit. Okay, then new plan. We're going to go 3 blocks below build limit. I'm going to put this here. Put this. And then we're going to try and surround ourselves with a little safe containment box. Okay. So bottom slab. Bottom slab. Bottom slab. And then we go. Yeah, we're right under build limit. Okay. Okay, but yeah, we get a nice little AFK chamber. It's okay, so it's currently 5:17, so we're just going to write AFK test 1 718, no drops. And then, oops, I'm just gonna leave the stream running in the background, and we'll come back either in maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and we'll just see how many drops we've got. But yeah, I'll see you then. Hello everyone, I am back. So it's been roughly an hour. Wait, why am I at 10 frames per second? That's so weird. Anyways, yeah. It has been 1 hour. So, what I still need to do is I need to figure out a way that I can turn this into like a... I'm gonna effectively have to engineer a way for me to get up here without using my elytra every single time, because it's a... I mean, it's absurd to expect me to use my elytra every single time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna build like a... Oh, shit. Any of them landing on that thing consistently? I guess not. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna build like a... like an extension of this that goes out this way that sends a water bucket up here. And yeah. So we have been here for pretty much 1 hour exactly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly down, and I really should be getting rid of this. Yeah. What I have gained after an hour is about... Okay, call this half a chest, call this a single chest, call this a single chest, and call this a single chest. So across all of... over an hour, we have gained about 1.5 chests worth of stuff. So I'm going to take all of the gunpowder, because that's useful for making firework rockets. We don't need to worry about firework rockets anymore. And I'm just going to take the rotten flesh, because that is a trade good. It's something we can trade with... something we can trade with... Yeah, this is basically the mob farm. I think it's got enough mobs in it that it can just continue running indefinitely. Pretty nice. Yeah. But yeah, we've done all that work, and now we have access to, well, not an infinite amount, but we have access to more than enough gunpowder. And I think our first mega project may be to like get that perimeter, like build it all the way down, and then see if we can put like a... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, we're gonna have to put like a flat tower or something on top of it, just so it looks, you know, more natural. And yeah. Just switch out to here. Ah! One more piece of pointed dripstone. More dripstone should start forming on here. And then soon enough we're gonna be able to create a dripstone farm. But yeah, oh my god, Golem Central. Wait, how many are in the village? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are there more golems around? No, we got like 7 golems in the village. I think low-key we could live through a raid by just like opening the village doors and then murdering anything that comes through. Yeah, we got enough rotten flesh to trade with a cleric. We've got enough firework rockets so we can start being a little belligerent with our use of firework rockets. And I guess the next thing we should work on, I guess taking down the other bosses. So we've killed the dragon. We're gonna kill the dragon, like, assuming we do a long-running hardcore, we're gonna have to kill the dragon like 20 times. Okay. I'll tell you what. I don't like it. But we will do a little bit of terraforming. The tiniest little bit of terraforming today. And the main reason for that is because we need places to put more villager houses, or to put actual villager houses instead of just these like slum slum accommodations. These vanilla Minecraft like slum accommodations. So going to build right up to the base of the wall, and then we're going to do shit like this. And then we should level this out, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place. Okay. Then maybe like this. Okay, this makes sense. The smelter kind of stands in the way of something I'd like to get done. Standing, it's a little bit, it's in the way of progress. So is this part of the village. If I could just raise this all by like this much, maybe? Yeah, that'd be great. Honestly, yeah, this. Okay, that's as much terraforming as I'm willing to do. But yeah, we will eventually have to start like we'll put like a house here, or we'll put like a we'll put like a maybe like a well what house would fit here? Maybe like a two-tiered house. Like there's two tiers of house. Like one half of it sits here, half of it sits here. They're connected a little, and there's yo wait fuck we need to finish the wall before we can start building. That's a that's something I have completely neglected. Okay, I'll tell you what. Next stream, we put mending on this bad boy, and we go on a wither skeleton hunt. And we get our hands on a beacon, and yeah, from that point forward, it's basically like just make a beacon, put it somewhere in the village where I can get the effect from any section, and just go ham. But yeah, I would also like to. Okay, so roughly 1.5 stacks of rotten flesh will become a bottle of enchanting, which is. I mean, I guess we could do a little better, but whatevs. In the meantime, I was gonna say, in the meantime, I might actually go up there and just like, sit in the farm for a little bit, like just get more AFK stuff. But we are going to very quickly reach the limit of what that farm is able to store. Oh man, it kept this thing loaded. Okay, because my render distance is my draw distance is so high. Okay, that's actually quite big. You know what? Let's call it a day here, and I will end stream, and then we'll go. Yeah, we'll just go later. Okay, and I'll see you guys all later. Goodbye.